Out on the year as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down. Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
180. Check 55, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Lock in, lock in. Move.
Hey, check 24.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. On first down, this is Geis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Get him.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You ain't got nothing.
Now it's Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the curl.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. They'll check it down to Geis. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Trubisky, and he will find his man on the outside. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky, it's complete to Robinson. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
No yardage.
Okay.
Third down, here's Geis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Vikings.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to go, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down at 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Trubisky will throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 56 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're 1 play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Mike 58 right there. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready for this.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along? Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it? I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Now a run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,